Okay, so we've made a little decision last night. We did the 19.1 miles yesterday. That was a slack pack into Front Royal, finished up Shenandoah National Park. So today we decided we're moving the truck. We've moved the truck up to Harpers Ferry. That's where we are right now. And we are got a room tonight. Tomorrow we'll shuttle back down Front Royal, and then we'll hike the 53 miles back up to Harpers Ferry. Take us 3 to 4 days. So anyway, so we are taking a 0 today, moving the truck, gonna shuttle tomorrow. But we're in Harpers Ferry right now. We're just gonna kind of explore around here a little bit. It's a little after, it's probably 12:30, but early to check into our motel. So we're gonna just kind of kill some time around here. See you down the trail.
And most importantly, have a safe and pleasant visit.
So we took a free bus that runs shuttle from the visitor center down into the old town. So we're walking around. It is a Sunday afternoon. It is very, very crowded, but we're just kind of being a tourist right now and looking around. There's the river down there. We'll go down there in a little bit. But in the meantime, we're here in the old part. All the buildings are really just, it's like a museum.
Harpers Ferry at the confluence of the Shenandoah and the Potomac. So the Shenandoah is over here to the right. This is the point. So these two big rivers meet right here, and the Potomac continues on. As you can see, probably can't see them, but there are kayakers downriver in those rapids. Then you see the bridge down there. That goes over into Maryland. So Maryland's right at the point of West Virginia, Maryland, and Virginia. Are all real close or meet right in here. Anyway, I think we're gonna walk over here and check out this old railroad line. Looks like it used to go through a tunnel right there in those rocks. As you can see, looks like you can walk over there now. So we're checking it out. Okay, we're checking out all the sights and scenes here in historic Harpers Ferry. It's a really cool little place. Definitely historic. It's been a real important place for thousands of years because of the rivers. So anyway, we don't use those for transportation much anymore, but back before all the technology, that was high tech. So this was a booming place, but you can see it's a hilly town. Lots of historic buildings, everything's, we still got cobblestone style streets. So yeah, there's where we were a minute ago over there. But anyway, we're gonna walk up through this main section of town, and we are going to probably find something to eat. So we will check in a little bit later. But here comes the train. All right, I'll talk later.
Alright, as we're doing the tourist thing, we walked up a big hill and we're going right over here to the ATC office, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. So we're gonna go in there. See you down the trail.
All right, it's Monday morning. It's about 10:15 a.m. We came from, we're at the Highway 522 trailhead here out of Front Royal. This is where we came from on Saturday. And we're gonna go across the road. We're heading northbound towards Harpers Ferry. It's about 50 miles or so, and we're gonna hike this over the next several days. So right now we were just trying to we got dropped off here by a shuttle, and from our vehicles in Harpers Ferry. So the shuttle from Harpers Ferry to here this morning took about an hour, and we're getting ready to cross this busy road and get started northbound. We're at mile 972.4, and we're gonna cross our 1,000-mile mark in a day, or probably tomorrow. We won't go 25 miles today. We'll probably do about 10 or 12 today. And then tomorrow, next day, we'll probably do maybe a little bit more, but whatever, we're not too worried about it. We're set to, food-wise, to get there in a maximum of 4 days, and we're thinking we can do it in maybe 3. But we don't know until we get going. So we're off from the 522 trailhead, and we will keep you posted as we go. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like somebody's giving away a tent.
All right, we're just started on the trail. We're walking along this area. This is the Smithsonian property along here. And it's the biology department of Smithsonian. And so yeah, we're walking along the fence line of it. There's a creek over here to the right. You can't really see it through the woods, but yeah, we're off to the races.
Well, we're probably a mile and a half or so in, and we had one blowdown that we've gone through that I didn't show, hoping that it wouldn't jinx us and bring more, but here's another big one. Got a couple of easy ones to get over where it's just the trunk of a tree that you step over. But fortunately for us, there have been enough people that have passed through here since these trees came down a couple of days ago that there is some kind of a pathway that's already been found and kind of beaten down. So we'll follow their footsteps and go right through here. But what I'm showing you is not just off in the woods. This is actually what's in front of us on the trail. It's just the top of a tree that has fallen in the way. And I'll show you kind of what we're doing. But right here is where people have gone and gone through right here and climbed over right there and gotten out and back on the trail, which is right there. So I can't run the video right here, but you get the idea. But yeah, we got full packs on today, and it's a little bit harder to get through these, but we're doing all right. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. All right, we've been hiking for a couple of hours. It was a beautiful day, very low humidity, there's a breeze. Feels like maybe a September day at home, so it's quite a treat. Looks like we'll get several days like this in a row, almost carbon copies. So we're gonna have some really good weather. The lows will be in the upper 50s over these next several nights. 58, 59 degrees. That'll be delightful. We've been climbing kind of just a steady climb, a lot of from the road. We finally got up to the top. It was a very gentle climb, but it went for a while, it seemed like. And now we've gotten on top of the climb, and we're walking up and down along the ridge, I guess. All right, about 1:15, and we are here at the Denton shelter. Turn off Blue Blaze. That's where we'll be heading when we come out, where we came from. Trail's been kind of sweet. We hope it continues. We got our full packs on again today, so it's nice to have an easy trail. So far, it's been pretty good after that first part of the track. Today was a little uphill, but anyway. Another milestone I forgot to mention earlier, though, that we'll hit besides the 1,000-mile mark and reaching Harpers Ferry and going through the Virginia roller coasters, we will also finish Virginia in the next, between here and Harpers Ferry, obviously. So we will finish the biggest state on the trail, and that'll be a big accomplishment. So we've got a lot of milestones coming up in the next few days. All right, we made it down to the Denton shelter. Oh, it's neat. Look at this place. I'm glad we pulled in here. Wow. So it's got a covered picnic area. It's got Adirondack chairs on a porch. It's got a shower. It's got a spring. It's got horseshoe pit. It's got a bear hanging pole, bear food hang. We're probably gonna stop under the picnic table. we'll definitely get some water here too. I got to check the shower out. We'll see what the heck that's all about. But it's awesome they have the horseshoes here. And there's the food storage for your food. Out there's the shower. I see a barrel on top of the little house, so I guess it's somehow. And then we got a privy down the other trail over here. Big front deck with the Adirondack chairs here. Probably the neatest one we've seen. Pretty cool place here. Glad we stopped. All right, we're gonna take a break. We're probably 4 or 5 miles in to the day. So we'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, I've come down to the shower, and this is my barrel up here to feed the shower. We got a little enclosure. We got spring water, and walk around here on the other side. Got you a mat and then a hose, so you can definitely shower off. I'm sure it's a cold shower, generally speaking, but you got your hose line, and let's see if this actually works. Yep, sure does. So I won't waste any water, but yep, you got a neat little spot here. Got a spigot. So I'm grabbing some of this water here, and we'll filter it. So anyway, I thought I'd show you this. Not many of them have a shower, maybe a couple. And here we are back at the trail off the Blue Blaze. It was a short one, and we're heading off northbound back on the trail heading to Harpers Ferry. All right, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, here, trail maintenance has been through here. This is freshly sawn out of the way, so that's a good sign that they're getting out here and cleaning it up. Bless them. We really appreciate them, because that would not have been fun to go through. All right.
Yeah, we're doing a little road walk. Short one, maybe 60 yards or something. It wasn't far. See the post coming up here on the right side of this paved road where we have a double blaze. So we know we're going to be looking to turn or watching for something. Yeah, here's the double blaze when you come out right here. So, yep, then we pick up a blaze on the fence. So that's how we make sure we're on the trail. They usually do a pretty good job of marking them at the confusing places. So, and throughout the trail, it's marked really well overall. So, just remember, leave your horse at home. All right, we'll check in later. right, we just came out from over there where the AT sign is, and following across here, going under, I guess, I-66. Not sure which interstate it is. But this is how we're getting across under the interstate. So we're doing a little road walk, and I'm sure we'll head back into the woods here shortly. All right, we'll talk to you all later. All right, it's about 5:45, and as usual, we've altered our plan a little bit, but I think it'll be for the better in the long run. But we're going on to we passed the Manassas Gap shelter up. We're going on to the Whiskey Gap shelter, which is another 4.5. We've gone a half a mile, so it's 4 left. It's 5:45. So we usually can do 4 miles in around 2 hours or so. So we should be there between 7:30 and 8 maybe. So anyway, there was a couple of guys that are out for a weekend hike, or I don't guess it's a weekend, but a few days. They're new, real young guys. They were staying at that last shelter, and we just weren't feeling it. So we moved on. So we'll see what we get into here. But it's getting dark down in these woods. It's not, the sun's still way up in the sky. It just seems dark and shady in here. And so we'll see. The temperatures are still pretty good, but it gets hot climbing these steep little hills they're throwing at us. They're not too awful long, but they're pretty steep and sometimes a little longer than you want. Some rocky patches here and there. But then you get into real nice areas of trail too that's flat and smooth, so it's a good mix. All right, we'll check in as we make progress. It'll probably be getting close to dark when we get down to the shelter that we're heading to. But we'll eat and then we'll just go to bed, and that'll be that. So that's our plan for now. Talk to you all later.
All right, it's about 8 o'clock. We've done 15.2 miles. We're on a Blue Blaze down to Whiskey Hollow Shelter. It looks a lot darker, I think, on the camera than it actually is, which is usually not the case. But anyway, it's still daylight, so we're going to have time to get the tent put up before it gets dark. There was a creek we passed. We went ahead and got a couple liters of water just in case the water down here is not flowing well. I think it is, though. That'll get us started cooking. All right. We'll either see you tomorrow or show you what we got if we got enough light.